Yeah, man, I think we're ready, guys. What is going on? Hey, everybody, how you doing, man? Welcome to Tournament Day. It's Wednesday, biggest stream of the week, folks. I absolutely love Wednesdays. I'm not even faking it. We got goodies. Rhodes is here first. Rhodes is here early. This is the early stream treat. Now, I'm going to tell you guys something that's been happening at the end of the stream. There's no one good to raid on Facebook anymore. Raids are going away on Facebook. Raids on Twitch are a big deal. It's good to raid people. It helps the community, and it helps them raid me back and grow the community. It's just a give, it's a pay it forward kind of thing. Hey, Derpy, how you doing, man? Welcome back. So, what I've been doing is, when the stream ends, I've been staying live on Twitch, playing a bonus 3-minute game, and then doing a raid. So, you guys want to watch on Twitch, you can get that, or you can wait till the end of the stream, jump over to Twitch, get the bonus game and the raid, folks, to support the stream. It's huge. It's free. Guys, I got a bag. We're going in. I've been waiting all morning for this, guys. I waited for you guys. Okay, now, I got to be sure there's no, like, you know, I don't know, sensitive information. I've already removed the addresses from this because life. Wait for it, wait for it, wait for it. It's opening, guys. It's opening. There should be 3 items in here. 3 items. 1, 2, 3 items. 3 items. I'm going to take out... We're going to do them in order of excitement. Well, that one will give away the other one. You know, like, there's one present... Like, if you buy your kid a guitar, you don't want to give them... let them open up the picks and strings first, because then they know the guitar's coming. This is probably something you can't tell what it is, but maybe you guys can guess what this is. You PC people out there, not laptop, desktop. Primarily the gamers. You say, what is it, Charlie? It looks like a laser pen to play with the cat. No. This is... You know what that is, guys, right? It's adjustable. Now you know what it is. It's got rubber on the bottom, rubber on the top. It's adjustable. This is a... I don't know, what do they even call this? Video cards, graphics cards are freaking big and heavy these days. They're huge. You plug them in, you screw them in, and they start to sag at the heavy end. This right here is a little jack. You set it underneath, relieve the pressure, and it keeps it from sagging. My 3090 is already sagging. I'm not going to push it up so much to make it straight, because I don't want to break it, right? I'm just going to relieve a little bit of pressure and then leave it there. This will keep it from sagging more. It's preventive medicine. Yeah, it's not even really a counterbalance. It's a jack on the weak corner. You know what I mean? It's plugged in all the way, or not all the way across the back, but it's plugged in on the back for a little ways. It's screwed in on one side, and then the whole rest of this thing hangs, and it starts to sag. So it's not exactly a balance as much as a support. It's like a floor. It's like a jack stand. Okay. Next thing, I'm gonna just. This is the big one, guys. This is the big one. What, guys? You guys know what that is? That's a hard drive. Right now, in my beast computer, my main computer, type exclamation point computer for more information, I have a 1 terabyte Gen 3 hard drive. What does that say, guys? This is a 2 terabyte. Where's the name? This is a Gen 4. This is twice as big as my current hard drive and faster. What? Now, I wanted to get the 4 terabyte. I had it in my bag, but I didn't buy it because it was $500. And I'm like, I just don't know if I should pull a trigger, even though I kind of need it. It's quality of life / kind of need it. Because these drives go bad over time, and I use the hell out of that one because I've recorded. I used to record all my streams till I realized maybe don't do that anymore. So I need to replace it for maintenance and more drive space and what? And it's going to be faster. Hey, it comes with lots of documentation, guys. We might want to hold on to that. No one's going to read that. Look at it, guys. Look at that little sucker. Oh, it's pretty. It's pretty, guys. Where do I put it? It's in a safe place, guys. I almost put it in a chair. Sit on it, crack it in half. It's in the toilet. So the hard drive. Oh, yeah. And then the third item is I needed screws. I needed screws to install it. Now, the $500 hard drive, I wanted the 4 terabyte, and it's better quality than this. It dropped down to $496 or something. I'm like, huh, that's interesting. Maybe I should just go ahead and buy it. ChatGPT's like, it's probably not going to drop. That was just a little fluctuation. It's not going to probably... I blinked, it was at 560. Then I blinked again, it was at 6 something. Then now they're probably $880 or something. I'm like, well, I can't get that one anymore. I can't get it. I had it in a bag for 500, guys. 4 terabyte. Well, so I had to settle for the 2 terabyte, which is still twice as much as I had before. Not going to complain about it. Not going to complain about it. Now, I have to... Yeah, it's a prop, exactly. Stop blinking. Thank you, Blue Jeans and Pearls. Was I blinking a lot? Am I blinking a lot? You certainly took too long today. Rakeem, for what? Took too long for what? Howdy, plus 100 ELO. What does it mean? On the computer? Yeah, absolutely. Now, oh wait, yeah, we can come back here just because it's a chess stream. Now, here's one thing you guys got to understand, too. When you have a tool that you're using every day and it's making you money and you survive on it, if it's not broken, don't fix it, right? And it's a little bit scary for me, even though I've built computers. I didn't build this computer, but I've built systems just like this before. I know my way around the computer. I know how to install this hard drive. I probably gonna have to pull the graphics card out. That's a little scary. I'm a little bit afraid. No, I'm being cautious, okay? That what if I start messing with my computer, my beast, my exclamation point computer in chat? The thing I stream with. And what if I pull the video card out? Okay, hey, install the new hard drive, plug it in, and it's black screen. It can't happen. Especially with these big video cards and stuff. You got to be careful with graphics cards. You got to be careful with this stuff. I can be careful, and 99%, dude. 99% no problem. What if I have a problem? Can't stream. I get depressed. You get depressed. We're not trying to spread depression here. We'll spread joy here at Charlie Sardo Game. Guys, get in the tournament. Derpy Moose is first. I'm in second. So, what do you do? I'm wondering if I can show you guys this. Is it dumb? Is there like a Windows key or a social security card or I don't know, one of them pictures? I just don't know. Let me look. It looks pretty safe, guys. It looks pretty safe. I'm going to come over here. I'm going to use the automatic camera, guys. Guys, you guys don't have one of these. Only me. Only me and Nick Savage have these, guys. Nick Savage, she showed me this thing and demonstrated it for me in Missouri. What? What's that on the floor, guys? What do you see on the floor? That is my backup computer. And that is getting it updated. Wow, I really screwed up my scene. I should have remembered it or something. Okay, come back. I actually have, if we come down, you can see I have... No. Okay, well, right here's my keyboard. Right, that I use. But look over there. There's another mouse. and another keyboard. What? We got 2 computers up and running, folks, and I'm installing Windows 11. Whoa, you're going the wrong way, buddy. Get back to your home. Get back to your home. Guys, I got to get back with Nick, and he has to teach me how to use this. Hey, Rhodes. Rhodes, are you still here, brother? I want you to know. Ooh, we're a little zoomed in. Hey, dang, I get better looking every day. I don't know why I don't zoom in all the time, guys. Okay, now I got to try and remember where the heck my zoom was. I talked to Nick the other day, and Rhodes came up, man. I freaking love you, Rhodes. And we, only good things were spoken about Rhodes. It wasn't a big, long conversation about you, but your name came up. And I freaking love you, dude. I got the wild random phone call from a dear friend. That's a great day. And we video talked for, I don't know, half an hour. And then when I hung up the phone, I looked at Courtney. I said, you know, it's good to have friends. She's like, yeah, it's good to have friends. Hey, I'm 58 years old, folks, and I just figured that out. It's good to have friends. Never forget it. Okay, so that's what's going on here at Charlie Sardo Gaming. Is it? Still installing, guys. 90%. 90%. Guys, that computer, I haven't updated in maybe 6 months, and since then, they stopped supporting Windows 10. I'm like, I'll do Windows 11 later. Well, so the backup computer, I have to get the backup computer up and running before we operate on the beast. So that way, if there's any problem, bing, bing, we're back up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Let's play one game, Rakeem. No, thank you, man. Thursday. Your blinking was causing the price to go up. Oh, that blink. Oh, I said I blinked. Yeah. No. How do you know when you put something in your... I'm the guy that when I put things in my cart, I check out. I know people, I'm not going to name their names, they put things in their cart and they don't check out. And they never get them. Why'd you put it in your cart? To me, putting something in your cart is a commitment. Okay? Amazon cart. I put it in the cart. I'm done. I need it. So I put it there and I buy it. Can't you put it on like a wish list or something? That's like a little more fun. Then you could put like, you know, the Lamborghini on the wish list, right? Put it in my cart. And then I got second thoughts. I'm like, that's it, guys. I got lunch money, but I'm not rich. $500 is a purchase for me. Even though it's a write-off, even though it's for the stream, I don't absolutely have to have it right now. So I thought about it for a minute, and I swear that same hard drive is $800 like a month later, $880 or something. It's gone way. I haven't checked it. I'm done. I quit checking it because I'm like, yeah, they priced me out of it. Hey, we got Lilith at exactly 1600 in 1700 Blitz. Lilith, how is your rapid rating 1600 and your Blitz rating is 1700? Exactly. Oh, you don't play very often? Been around for a year. It's a real account. Lilith, do I know you in chat? Lilith. Lilith plays a whole bunch of games in March. Oh, Lilith plays unrated probably. Because look at the lines. They're flat. They're very flat. Why don't they go up and down like my freaking like my review? Hey, Bill Stevens, how you doing, Bill Stevens? I want to thank you very much for the challenge you gave me yesterday, guys. He gave me 5 games from the pool, 1-minute chess. For every game, he donates $5. And if I checkmated on the board, I think there was a bonus $2 or something. I won 3 out of 5, no checkmates, $15 Venmo, bang, support the stream. Bill Stevens, thank you, dude. I hope everything's great, man. Lilith plays enough to kick my butt last time. Oh, so you remember Lilith. I don't remember the name. Is it like Lilith Fair? Does anyone know the Lilith Fair? Parade says every PC component is getting expensive due to AI. Right, it's going to get worse from here. That's exactly right, Parade. That's what happened to that hard drive. Like I said, I have a 1 terabyte, and I wanted to get a 4. And I had to settle for slightly less quality and a 2 terabyte for about $350. Yeah. Yeah, that was, it was a little bit of, I mean, now knowing what I know, I would have just said, just eat it, dude. Just take the kick in the butt. Get the 4 terabyte Western Digital for $500, and I'd have for $100. I paid $350 for 2 terabyte. It has something to do with the right. When you write to a SSD drive, they wear out over time. You got to write a lot, but they wear out over time. Did Annie DeFranco host the first Lilith Fair? I don't know, but I'll tell you, man. Lilith Fair is where I got exposed to those girls. What are those girls' names, man? The girls with the 2 girls with the acoustic that do like The Water's Wide with what's her name, and they're just freaking awesome. And I never heard of the Lilith Fair, and Courtney turned me onto it, and oh my God, the music. Memory is very expensive right now. It should get cheaper down the road. Hopefully, man. It's like you play mostly on Leech. Yes, that's you. This Trazioni. Got you, this Trazioni. Love it, love it, love it. Yeah, PC components are up right now. I'm lucky that my RAM, I actually had a RAM problem with this computer with the Beast, and so I bought all new RAM like 3 years ago or something. And I don't think it's either 3 or 4. It's whatever was good at the time. Probably 4. Is 4 the good RAM or 5 the DRAM? Point is, my RAM is set, and no, you don't upgrade RAM right now. It's dumb. Yeah, I love your name, man. It makes me happy. How you doing? Hello, hello. Okay, so today is tournament day. There is a pinned comment, guys. A pinned comment. If you don't know how to join a tournament, or you for some reason the pinned comment link doesn't get you in the tournament on chess.com, type !tournament in chat. You say, oh, well, I got to join chess.com. I don't have chess.com. If you don't have chess.com, this is the biggest one. You type !chess. And that will tell you how to join chess.com. You just get a free app on your phone, and you can play chess anytime you want. It's freaking awesome. It's what everybody does, and you should do the same thing. Bill Stevens says, I just bought a 4 terabyte Glyph drive. I know you like the internals, but I burned through them so fast. Yeah, Bill Stevens, I got you. Indigo Girls. 1000% Indigo Girls. Yeah, you know who I'm talking about. I said those girls that freaking are just freaking psycho amazing on at Lilith Fair. Yeah. And they played with the one girl. What's her name? In the arms of an angel far away from here. How come there's no comment? I thought there was a comment for chess on my bot, bro. What's up with that? We got to get a bot up on Facebook, even though that exact command I don't think works. There we go. We got a nice bot up for you guys. Not Joan Baez. In arms of an angel far away from here. It's the one that makes you cry, where they show the animals, the dogs. It's for the commercial for the dog shelter and stuff. How long is it? It is, well, it depends on how many players we get. But let's see who's here right now. How many we got in? We got 4 so far. Hey, GM Butcher. Dude, I love that name. He says, I'm a grandmaster, but I'm aggressive. Not only that, isn't there a guy named The Butcher on YouTube? What's her name, man? They did a four-piece thing with Indigo Girls and Jewel and this girl. In the Eyes of an Angel. I thought it was in Arms of an Angel. Is it the Eyes of an Angel? Did I say eyes? What are you guys going on about? We're talking about Indigo Girls. Yeah, Indigo Girls are freaking great. Sarah McLaughlin. Yeah, you knew the answer, Bill Stevens. Yeah, I sang, you know what I did? I sang the song in B flat, and you know it in B. My bad. You're like, well, I don't recognize that song. It's completely in the wrong key. It's okay. By the way, open mic last night. Freaking the bar, it started out slow. It's a nightclub. It started out slow. And then people came in. And it was just an okay night. Not crushing it numbers wise. I want numbers because I want the club to make a lot of money. When they make a lot of money, I get a raise. And you get job security and stuff. I've been there for 5 years. Do you think I have job security? I would think so. I've had 2 or 3 completely dead weeks in a row within 5 years. The guy's a businessman. He's big term. He doesn't look like, oh my God, Charlie's open mic is failing. He's like, no, we had a couple slow weeks. No big deal, right? Last night was not as busy as I wanted it to be. But some really cool people came in. And it's so funny at the open mics, man. It's like the less people there are, the better the music gets. Because there's not 4 guys playing pool with their girlfriends and they're laughing and talking over the music because they're not there for the music. And that's okay. There's guys and girls there. It's a nightclub. They go out to meet people and socialize and have fun. And it can get loud. So when the crowd gets too loud, I turn the music up a little bit. It's no problem. But I wish it was more well attended last night, but I'll tell you, there were some really cool performances because the people that were there were paying attention and could listen, and there wasn't a bunch of out. It's like a catch-22, man. The best nights for music are the nights when there's not a lot of people there. It's a weird thing. Yeah, I know, Bill Stevens. I know exactly what you meant. I have no idea what that means. Miodrag Perunovic. Ooh, I probably shouldn't have read that. Playing with viewers today. No, that's Thursday. That's tomorrow. Today, the tournament starts in 37 minutes, guys. So someone's asking how long the tournament goes. It can be, if no one else joins right now, which, yes, last week was a world championship tournament, I believe. We gave away like 5 or 6 world championship titles, and we're going to do that again. So hang out here. If you guys like what you see, you want to be a world champion, hit the sub button, like button, follow button, hit all the freaking buttons, get involved. Then you'll know when we go live Wednesday's tournament day. In a few weeks, we'll have another world championship. And what we do is the winner wins the world championship. And then we have like a under 1,400 world champion. So if you're rated 1350 and you get the most points out of anyone in your rating category, you become the world under 14 world champion. Yeah. Guys, I mean, FIDE does it. Freestyle does it. FIDE's doing a couple, right? They have a world champion, Gukesh, and then they're making a new world championship title for Magnus to make him happy. Like the overall world champion. That's totally diluting the classical world champion. The title that Bobby Fischer held. Mikhail Tal, Gary Kasparov, Magnus Carlsen, all those titles, no, that title's dumb now because they weren't the overall. It's just FIDE, guys. Guys, they are leading us into the future. So if everyone can have just, there's a bunch of world championships, then we could have one too. So we hold one here. Did the keyboard guy come? Yes, he did. Yeah, he's limping, man. His favorite keyboard broke down. And then he brought like a much more plastic one. And that thing just didn't put... I'd really have to crank it. It didn't put out that much noise, man. I felt like the lows on it were weird. I had to like EQ it and stuff. But then he started using his keyboard that he uses for his lessons. It's got a couple speakers built into it, but there's wood on it. It's probably from... It looks like it's from the 70s. It might be from the 80s or 90s. It's old. This one, I like the way it sounds. I like the way it sounds. And he had some friends come in, so he called his wife and said, hey, come on over and sing some songs for our friends. They're here. So his wife came down. They're professionals. They gig all around town. He just recently started doing piano bar gigs. And he is in a Journey tribute band. A very cool, very, very well established, well rehearsed, well put together, competent Journey tribute band. It's just great music. And they don't just do that. They'll do Boston. I think they do Smokin'. They do a few other songs, classic rock songs, but they're a Journey tribute band, and they got the guy for it. They got a man. You want to do a Journey tribute band or a Guns N' Roses tribute band, you have to have a female singer. Because guys can't sing like that. Jay Cook, thank you for the 50 stars, brother. How you doing, dude? Yeah. How did your Zydeco gig go? It hasn't happened yet, Derby. I'm still rehearsing for it. Are you streaming somewhere else as well? Yes, I'm multiple platforms. Intergalactic Chess Championship. Jay Cook with the 50 and then the 20 and then the 20. Jay, thank you for the 20 and the 20, dude. Don't tell me, Jay. You had 90 stars left. I want to tell you guys how I know that. Because Jay Cook has been around forever. Can I get a followage on you, Jay Cook? Jay Cook has been around forever. And he always, it's like certain people have certain donations they do. And Jay Cook is 50 stars on a regular basis. You say, well, 50 cents, 50 cents? Yeah, thank you. That adds up, guys. That adds up. You don't even know. It's very important. And he always goes 50 and 50. Well, he just did 50 and then 20 and then 20. That tells me he probably only had 90 stars left. And so he gave 50 and then was like, womp womp. Am I close, Jay? Did I solve that? Bram knew what the hell is a world championship. It's the best chess player in the world. Is what that is. Yeah. Yes, you're onto it. I'm warm. Okay. So I didn't nail it, but because I know your patterns, brother. You know I know your patterns, Jay. I freaking love you, man. So the Zydeco gig is coming up, and I am becoming well rehearsed for it. One thing I wanted to do on the Zydeco gig, because there's a lot of songs I don't know, and I can play songs I don't know. That's fine. But these songs have weird timing things in them, and weird. It's like bluegrass and blues, the easiest thing in the world to do. But bluegrass can be tricky because it's 3 chords, but sometimes they hang around on a chord for a little bit too long. And if you know it, you just play it. But if you don't know it, you expect it to go back to the next chord because there's a very, very simple formula. I'm a simple man. Country music and blues, 90% of the songs are, and I don't know the exact number, but it's something like that. They're 3-chord songs. It's called 3 Chords and the Truth. The best songs ever in the history of songs, most of them are just 3 chords. And there's a certain pattern they usually follow. And blues and country is almost the same. It's the same pattern. It's very, very simple. So as a lead guitar player, I don't have to think about the next chord. I just know it's coming and I can just play. But in bluegrass sometimes, and in the Zydeco sometimes, they'll stay on one chord for like an extra beat or two, and it's really weird. It doesn't make sense. There's no structure. I need structure. I'm not good enough to play without structure. And so I need to learn these songs, these Zydeco songs. I need to be familiar with them. And I knew if I spent, understand, it's a 4-hour gig. I'm going to play music for 4 hours. I'm going to get paid $200. Okay? I'm playing with a kind of a famous guy. Like every people I mention to him, I mentioned his name to Bill Stevens. Bill knew who he was. I'm talking to my another drummer I used to play with, a dear friend of mine. I saw him the other day at the jam, and he played. We got to play a whole set together. He's a cool guy, man. He plays chess too. He's a strong chess player, guys. And he said he'd heard of him before as well. His name's Wayne Toops. Wayne Toops. This is not a beginner. He has videos like where Bill Stevens does, like festivals where there's like 20,000 people there. And he's up there playing his accordion. So I'm backing this guy up. But I knew if I spent, okay, so like I said, 4 hours for $200. Well, you say, well, that's $50 an hour. That's pretty good money, Charlie. It is. Well, you gotta go, you gotta set up, you gotta tear down. Okay, $200 for even 6 hours. What's that? 30 freaking $3 an hour or something. Still pretty good money. To just have fun. Understand, I love to play guitar. So that's good. Well, guys, get good at something, and then you can make money doing something you love. Okay. Then they give you a list of songs to learn. On the first list he gave me, there's about, I think, 10. Well, 10 songs is not going to cover the whole 4 hours, and we're not going to repeat any. These could be the 10 that are most important for me to learn, and maybe the other. Maybe we're going to do Sitting on the Dock of the Bay, which I already know. You understand what I'm saying? Very possible. But here's the point. You're going to prepare for the gig? You know how long it takes to learn 10 songs that have weird things in them and remember it so when you're on stage, know it well enough to play it on stage? It takes many hours. Many hours. So now you're making $2 an hour if you take it that serious. This is the life of a guitar player, a musician, right? It happened with Wade Jennings, man. And I'm nothing bad about Wade Jennings at all. Wade Jennings saw our band play, and he was watching our band. And someone was like, he never watches the opening band. He was watching our band. Wade Jennings is Waylon's grandson. And someone walked up to Wade and said, hey, man, do you need anything? He said, yeah, I need this band. Yeah. Guys, I was playing the Telecaster, okay, through the deluxe reverb. It's not fair, okay, again, to all the other guitar players he may have played with. They were probably trying to do something with a Strat and like a pedal board or something, and he's like, no, that's the sound right there. Yeah, that's because that's what your dad did, or your grandpa. You know what I'm saying? His grandpa. So we got hired to open for Wade Jennings later, which is great. I'm open for Waylon Jennings' grandson. And they said, hey, Wade wants your band to back him up. So we would go up and do our show, and then he would come up, get up in front. Hey, Jesse Aho, what's up? And do his show. Now, I know a lot of you guys are either A, not into country music, B, not 50. Okay? But Waylon Jennings was the man back in the day. He was the man. You guys heard of Willie Nelson? Is Willie, Waylon, and Merle, and Johnny Cash. Those are your guys. Those are your country guys from like the 70s. I know it's old. So we're playing with his grandson, and we're going to back him up. Great. And he does a lot of Waylon Jennings songs, which we know. They sent us a list, and it's like, they sent us a list with like 35 songs on it. And it's like, there's no way he can expect us as a band to learn all these songs and rehearse them to back him up. And he didn't. He didn't. Steve Robbins, 6'20". I'll tell you, that guy is a cool dude, man. And another funny thing that happened on stage on that gig, he had a guitar player with him, on the road with him probably from somewhere. He's traveling around doing shows. And the guitar player was a young kid, and he, obviously an accomplished musician. They probably were going around doing gigs with Wade Jennings strumming the acoustic. This guy plays lead to back him up. Maybe sings a little harmony. He's with Wade. He knows the show. So he came up on stage, and I looked at that kid. I might have had a few in me, guys. Well, okay, I'll just say this. We had a safe place to land because they have sleeping quarters at this place where we were playing. And I just called Mary. She's a sweetheart. I said, hey, Mary, could we get one of the rooms? Could we get the... She goes, sure. I actually think it was her room, but I think she has a house, and then she stays there sometimes. She goes, yeah, I got a spot for you guys. So we're probably getting a little bit loose. And they get on stage, and we're about to start, and the first time I see the kid, the guitar player, he's probably 22. And I told him, I said, listen, lead the band. And if you don't, I will. And he said, okay. And so he got up and he led the band. You guys might not know it, but there's like very often a band leader. 24 minutes, guys. Join the tournament in the pinned comments. There's someone, sometimes they just end up there. They're the person maybe that understands what needs to be done, understands each individual part, right? Understands the direction and just understands and is more of a leader type person. And I am that type of person, but don't get me wrong. I can step back, but someone has to lead the band. And he did. He did a good job. Lead the band, what does that mean? That means look back at the band and go, at the end of a song, when you're going to come in with a final chord or something, look at them and go, and hit the note, right? There's some breaks, you go, bump, you do this, bump, we just stop. We don't even know. We don't know to stop. We're not thinking. It's like if you whack at somebody and they blink. If the band leader goes like this, I go bump and I stop. It's called a break. You just learn. It's very simple, guys. It's not hard. You know, okay, you saw in Back to the Future. He said, "Watch me for the breaks," right? Yeah. Yeah, so that show ended up being freaking great, man. That show ended up great. Hey man, how are you? Chessie Kita. Dude, I'm great. How are you? Welcome to the stream. I like your channel. I will come back. My earphones are dying right now. Cool. They are the ones of us that are dumb enough to do the extra work. That's exactly right what Bill Stevens says. But I'll tell you this, and it's not about being in control, but a team without a captain, then there's too many cooks in the kitchen. The captain doesn't necessarily tell each team member, no, you're doing it wrong. Do it like this. It's not a micromanaged situation. But there needs to be somebody, when no one knows what to do, there needs to be somebody to look at. And if no one knows, if they all look at me and they don't know what to do and I don't know what to do either, but I make the decision to do something, they'll follow me, we'll all do the same thing. And it will sound like music rather than chickens with our heads cut off. You know what I mean? Yeah. I knew in that situation, this kid knows Waves show better than me. So you're leading the band. I didn't even say that. I just said, hey, I said, lead the band. I said, because if you don't, I will. And that will just be like a thing where we'll just start. And if he's not leading the band, now it's not quite getting up like this. You know what I'm saying? It's not a constant thing where he has to turn around at the band and say, no, you're doing it wrong. It's not micromanaged like that. But it's important. Now, if that guy was incompetent, I would have started leading the band. You say, well, how do you do it, Charlie? You don't know the show. I know. I would watch Way. I would watch the front man, and I would give him everything he wants without anyone even knowing how I know it, because I'm just paying attention. And just watch him do what he does. Translate it to the guys. You know what I'm saying? It's not hard. It's not hard. We need players, folks. Well, we don't need players. We could have a little 4-round tournament. We got one. It'll be easier to play. Guys, today is an unrated tournament. Jay said, gotta go to work. Oh, no, Jay, I'm sorry I missed that, brother. Oh, my God, you guys scroll past. Daniel Abbott says, my neighbor just gave me a book called Judy Collins. She said, just learn a few chords and you can do it. A book of Judy Collins. A book of Judy Collins. Judy Collins. Tell me who Judy Collins is. Tell me who Judy Collins is. She's not one of the Collins kids, is she? There's a family in music called the Collins kids. And the boy was quite a guitar player. And there's video of him with Joe Maphis in black and white. And he's dancing all over the stage. And he's playing this cool rockabilly guitar. I think he was playing a big double neck Mosrite like Joe Maphis. My dad went to school with those kids. It was called Hollywood Professional School. It was almost like, I want to think it was like, because it was Hollywood. Hello again. Hey, Matthew McLean, welcome back. In Hollywood, back in the day especially, it was even more Hollywood. Hollywood was like where all the movie stars were. All the actors, right? Well, if the actor's got a kid that maybe they got to do some traveling, we got to film in Brazil. Yeah, I'm taking my family with me. So there was a school, I believe, this is how I understand it. It was called Hollywood Professional School. And you would go to that school, not special needs, but special situations. My dad went to that school with his best friend, Mickey Rooney Jr. If you guys are old enough to remember, Mickey Rooney was a very famous actor. Flowers for Algernon. He was the guy. Believe so. The other one, you said, did you say Judy Collins? Because now it's clicking. Yeah, no. I think those are the Collins kids. Yeah, my dad went to school with her. Is that great? Yeah, man. Wanted to join the tourney. How do I get in the club? Type ! Tournament. Thomas. Tournament. This will tell you how to get into the tournament, guys. You have to join the club. You need to go to clubs. And I'm on my... Oh, man, I typed that wrong. I go to community. And then I go to clubs. And then, if you're not in the Chess Chillers, so you will search. Search clubs for Chess Chillers, and you look for this top one. See the top one there? See the picture of the cartoon of me with a. It's not pink, guys. It's chartreuse with the purple and white chessboard in the back. That's us. Click join. It's free. You have to join the club. We have. Oh my gosh, what is going on? Fireborn, dude. Fireborn. Thank you, dude. Guys, be like Fireborn. Just freaking be like Fireborn. He's a good guy. He's one of us, guys. He's a chiller now. Yeah. You're in. Oh, you made it. Dude, Thomas, you're sharp, brother. You made it faster than I could even type it. How are you? I'm doing good, man. I'm good. Got that one. Okay. Have you liked the stream yet? Should I delete that? I just removed my own comment, folks. That's weird. Should we get chess on our brain, guys? I think we should get chess on our brain. Because, oh my God, Tom95. Tom's 95 is in it. Rated 2006. Guys, we've done this tournament like 251 or 252 times weekly for like the last 5 years. We do it every Wednesday. It's always rated. Today, unrated. What? Today's unrated, guys. The reason is because, well, first off, it's not a world championship. Second off, I'm trying to get my rapid to my record, which I think is 1,700, and I'm at 1,684. And I can't play you. I can't play a 1,300 player, man, because you guys beat me sometimes, and I'll lose 1,000,000 points. Yes, I'm being Hikaru. Yes, I'm protecting my rating, and yes, I am farming rating points. And the way to farm rating points for me, you think, well, just play the 1,300 and get 2 points because you're 1,684 and you're going to beat him every time. It's not true. No, 1,300, way too strong. You guys develop in Castle, and then it's just like, it's so hard to beat you. So cool, happy to join for the first time. Cool, Thomas, thank you, man. Is it Thomas or Tomas? Probably Tomas. Always protect the elo. Well, I'll tell you this. Since I started streaming 5 years ago, I've never cared about my elo. I've never cared about my elo. As a matter of fact, I have a saying, and I'll say it again right now. Chess.com rating points, the least valuable form of digital currency on the internet. Chess.com rating points don't matter. But they matter to me right now because I'm trying to hit a milestone. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah. Tomas, hi from Argentina. Dude, what the hell? Matthew McLean shared 1,000. What, Matthew? Hey, and Matthew hit. Dude, I'm glad that's playing for a long time. That's a lot of music. What? Oh, that's extra long because it was 1,000 bits. Matthew McLean, thank you for 1,000 bits, dude, on Twitch. Appreciate it. The support is huge. And it's gonna end. Is it gonna play the whole song? It's kind of jamming. Farico, Chess Chillers. It's so loud, bro. Are you guys getting delayed? I'm gonna have to go into the settings and try and fix that. I mean, that's a pretty good cheer. 1,000 bits, guys, is a very generous. You're gonna kill me over here. What just happened, man? Oh my God. Well, I guess you can take over the stream for a minute and a half with that drop a beat, whatever you call that. I don't know. For 1,000 bits. Oh, that's hilarious. Did not know that would play for that long. No, Matthew McLean, I loved it. It was hilarious. Thank you for the 1,000 bits. You did nothing wrong, brother. So for Rico, it's Chess Chillers. And it's Chess Chillers. In tournament. There we go. Yeah, Chess Chillers is the name of the club. You go to chess.com, you go to social or community. Community. It used to be social. Community, and then you go to click on clubs, type Chess Chillers, 2 words. You'll see my purple thing, my purple face, and or my purple chessboard and my cartoon caricature. I think we need coffee, guys. Who among us has not seen the coffee cam? I mean, I don't know who among us has not seen the coffee cam. But who among us hasn't seen the coffee cam? I got to show it to you guys because I got to make a cup of coffee and I got to duck in, guys. Wait for it. It's covered up, guys. We're going to open the coffee cam to the public. You know, Matthew McLean, that sounds like a really good idea. And I wish, I'm a little bit jealous about the English culture and their love for a cup of tea, for a spot of tea. I think that's so cool. I guess we kind of do the same thing with coffee. Let's meet for coffee. Someone comes over, a friend comes over, hey, you want some coffee? Make some coffee, sit there and drink some coffee and talk, right? It's not the same. It is so much more cultural, and there's a coolness to it. Jomar, how you doing, man? Welcome to the stream. Probably I will play you today. Harsh, I hope so. Just orange. Farico made it. Farico Tank made it. Cool. What happened? Oh, Twitch, the action on Twitch. Man, Twitch is growing, guys. Twitch, I love my Twitch community. Thank you guys for being here. I said this earlier. I'm going to say it again. What I've been doing at the end of the stream, because I can't, the raids are going away on Facebook. There's no chess players to raid. Twitch raids are important. So when the stream ends, I've been keeping Twitch live and doing one bonus game, a 3-minute game, and then doing a raid. It's important to do raids. And, you know, Twitch community is amazing with raids, too. Facebook, a lot of time we do a raid. You guys are great. I love you guys. I love you guys. But, you know, even back when there's 30, 40 people watching, like 3 people go over to the raid. And people don't really go to the raids. They don't follow as much. On Twitch, they do. Twitch is like, it's a different vibe on Twitch, man. It's a different vibe on Twitch. Well, it's either win or learn. Looks like I'll be learning a lot. Derpy Moose, that's what you're looking for. One simply, okay, got that. I think Asia has the best culture for tea, or Asia. Asia. I thought you were saying a name, this Trazian. I thought you were saying a name and I was trying to pronounce it. I think Asia has the best culture for tea. I've been to Vietnam and it's like a religion for them. Really. Hi, can I play with you, please? My name is... you can join our tournament. Type !! tournament for more information. Look at the pinned comment at the top for more information to join the tournament. And then tomorrow I play viewers every Thursday. Thank you for asking. Yeah. So, at the end of the stream, if you want the bonus game, you definitely want to go to, we're going to jail for a minute, folks. I got to get chess on my brain. I did watch Hans Niemann earlier. I watched him lose enough games to not be in the tournament anymore. Okay, this looks like a no-brainer, but this doesn't work. Black to move. Okay, we're attacking this king. We have a check. We have this, but it doesn't do anything. We have a check discovering a mate. There we go, folks. We're getting chess on our brain. We have... why are they so easy? But guys, you guys remember, like, number 22 or something was like darn near impossible. White to make a maneuver. It's probably bishop takes. But it's not. Bishop takes, queen takes. There's no knight forks. I cannot attack the queen. Are there any checks? There is not a check on the board. Wow. This is pinned, so I feel like I want to do this. It's not even pinned, though, because a rook X-ray defends. Guys, we have an X-ray defender. This sacking the Amigo's queen doesn't do anything. This is a real problem, guys. We're stuck. This is why I'm in jail. When I get... because I don't guess with puzzles. I mean, I do at some point, but I guess at a much lower rate than other people do. I feel like I'm stuck. This is how I get better at chess, by finding the move. The pawn was crazy. Well, it's either... okay, the pawn was crazy. Greek, how you doing, man? Are you gonna play today? Anyone warm up? Oh, Hearts wants to warm up with some 5-0. Let's see. Okay, white to move. Are there any... what is it? He's attacking my queen. My queen is not trapped. My queen can get away here. I have actually 2 squares to get away. So my queen is not trapped. Bishop hit the queen, maybe. Hear me out. His queen has to go somewhere. It could come to this square, at which point I can hit the queen and just lose a knight, because the knight can take, because the rook X-ray defends his queen. Did you guys see this one? It's probably as easy as the last one, but it's just a brain blockage. Can I threaten a knight here? No. Can I... there's no attack on the queen except for this move. At which point, queen takes bishop. Probably just loses. Queen back is probably not a bad move, but it's not the puzzle move. Bishop takes, rook over, and what? And what do you have? You're still a nobody. This bishop is going to be loose after takes. So maybe I have to come back to not lose material. Maybe it's one of those deals. Because black is threatening pawn take, bishop takes, something takes, and winning a piece. So if I come back, I defend the piece and attack the bishop. So I guess that's the move. I didn't get it. Did you guys see that one? Take with bishop, but queen d7 to anything. Yeah, right. Bishop e7, but give me the line. Don't just say bishop e7. Because that bishop e7, even if it's the correct move, is not the right answer. The right answer is what happens after bishop e7. You know what I'm saying? When you're doing puzzles, if you just see a check and you play the check and it goes to the next puzzle, you didn't get better at chess. You just saw that you saw a check. That's not even intuition. That's just playing a check. Tell me the line. Bishop e7. Bishop e7. Queen e7. Tournament starts in 3 minutes, guys. Get in the tournament. It's pinned in the comments or type !tournament. You need to join Chess Chillers to get in the tournament. His bishop was being attacked by your h3 pawn. I didn't see it. Sorry. This is why I'm doing a couple puzzles before the tournament. Yeah. Because I didn't see h3. I didn't see it. I didn't see h3. Okay, that tells me I have to look at the entire board. We have 3 minutes. Do we do one more? No. I'm gonna be stuck in puzzle jail. Now I'm gonna refresh my browser. And I'm gonna go to play. And I'm gonna go to play online. And I'm gonna be sure that chess.com knows that I'm here. Oh, we got a tournament here, guys. The GOAT Doc is in, Ratul is in. How crazy is this? Ratul and GOAT Doc are the lowest rated people in the tournament so far. Guys, it's unrated. Guys, if you want to play better players, this is a good chance today. Tom's rated 2,000. Rostamane rated 1883, guys. 1983. Sorry, Rostamane. I totally robbed you of 100 points. Get in the tournament. Eco Voyager's in, Rakim, GM Butcher, Lilith, Derpy Moose, Ratul, and GOAT Doc. We got a team, guys. We got it. It's going to be a good tournament. And now it's going to be 5 rounds. The 5-round tournaments usually last about 2 hours, right? You play 5 games no matter what. First round starts the same for everybody. Guys, be sure chess.com recognizes you. What I'm going to do right now is I'm going to go over to this little thing over here that says chat. And I'm going to say, good luck, everyone. So chess.com knows I'm here. If you're just sitting there and your app is sitting there, after a minute or 2, I don't know the exact time, might be 30 seconds, of you doing nothing, it says, oh, this guy's offline. And then you will get a 0-point buy for your first round. And you don't want that. You can't win the tournament giving up free points. I didn't see h3. You're Rostamane. Cool. Cool, Jaunty Hacker. Got you, Rostamane. Welcome, 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 dude. You're a good player. 1983. Have you been over 2,000? Guys, I didn't look at h3. Now, if I was playing a tournament game, I would know I'd played h3. I'm looking at all this stuff right here, and I didn't consider a very, very simple thing. I didn't look at it, guys. Kind of like when you don't see the sniper bishop. There's a whole board awareness thing, and the better you are at chess, the more whole board awareness you have. Guys, I got Rakim first game. Rakim, play well, my friend. Play well, my friend. I will play the e4 maneuver against Rakim. Okay. attacking, defending my current world champion in my brain. I think yeah. Okay, we come. Yeah, good luck, everybody. Dude, Wednesdays, we're going to have another successful tournament. We've been doing this forever. I think this... Just don't do it, folks. Now I get the pawn. Did we play the same game before, Rakim? I think someone made the same mistake before. You may go back and look at our previous game. I don't know. You might be okay. Yeah, I don't know if that was the move. Bishop f4 is probably better. Bishop f4, right? Wow. Okay. Now, if I want to keep the pawn, I have to do something stupid. No, I don't. I think you had rook over. Well, he has it now. Okay, I can do this. Knight takes. Doesn't work. So he's probably really okay here. Sadly. I think I just castle. Take this first. He's going to play check, though. Knight back. Knight back. I think it was not worth it to grab that pawn. But I feel like I've been in positions similar where I won that pawn. And I was consolidating him for making a mistake I'd seen before, and I think he was just fine. You got to be honest about chess, guys. What two things never lie about? Well, don't lie about anything. But you don't lie about chess. You don't lie about music. You got to be honest with yourself about chess, guys. And you got to be honest with yourself about the musica. The musica. Don't lie about music. If you have nothing nice to say to someone about their music, then... But there's always something nice you can say about music, by the way. There is. For instance, a pretty well-known, very well-established bass player in LA. He was a studio musician, and he was very well respected. And he said to me, okay, this knight comes here. Solving. Do we play here? Because he might be getting my bishop whether I want him to or not. I can't castle. I think I don't do this. I think we do this. And I played with him. And he didn't say, Charlie, man, you're a great guitar player. He didn't. He didn't. You know what he did say? He said, Charlie, you're a great front man. That was his kind words. Because that was something positive and kind, yet still true, that he could say. Right? So you can always say something nice about music, but I never lie about the music. There's a check if I come here, but that loses a piece. I kind of want to come here. When I say here, I mean bishop e3. Bishop e3 is a maneuver, guys. We're going to get this and this in. We're going to have large El Centro. Maybe bring the rook first. Maybe. Definitely. Greatest band of all time. Dude, you know what? You might be surprised, guy. Okay, it takes... I have this move. And I steal it like Bobby Fischer, right? He can't really do anything to save it without sacking another piece. I think f4 first. Oh, but then he's threatening this, which is fine. I just play king b1. I'm not worried about king b1 with the... This might be a good move. No, it's probably stupid. F4, knight, bishop takes, and bring a rook. Just do it. Just do it! Best band of all time. You know what? It's like I've never thought about this seriously. So give me a little bit of grace. But I'll tell you the first band that comes to mind. The first band that comes to mind, to me, best band ever. You're going to be surprised. You might not be. Was it the best move, Tokimon? How do you know? Magnus would never say that. Nepomniachtchi definitely would never say that. No one talks like that. They say, I think maybe f4 was good. That's what Magnus says. Nepomniachtchi might say, it's possible you had f4. Like, they don't know. How do you know? Did we just defend? Ding. Dude, I kind of want to take, but then he can trap. But can he really trap? But then it just trades in a weird, odd way. Probably bring the last piece. I'm going to defend upon this way. Just defending. So how do you know, Tokin? Chaitin says pawn to e5. Okay, well, all this excitement is gone. All that excitement is gone. So we're going to come back to this square and give him bishop a5. No, we're just going to come back. d3, he can go to c4. I can hit here. He can pin with check. I got to come back. Remember, I'm up a pawn. And we both have bishop. We both have a bishop pair. e5 is a move. Gaining space. Kind of slowing this guy down. He could find new paths. He also can push. I need to get the other piece developed. I almost feel like, well, I don't want to say exactly. Oh yeah, I rate the Who pretty highly, but I'm a drummer. I never said the band. Guy, thank you for still being here. The first band that comes to mind to me as the greatest band ever of all time, the first band that comes to mind is No Doubt. someone might say, what about the Eagles? No, they're a great band. Whoa. He's attack king. Do we take this? What about the Beatles? What about the Eagles? Yes. All of these things are relatively correct. Do I just defend the pawn? I feel like pushing here and pushing here, but then he's going to come here, and then I come here. And he has a square. No, he doesn't. Wow, does this really win the bishop all the way around the world? I don't know if this is the move, guys, but I'm going for it. I think we just go around the world, guys. We go around the world. Look at the bishop. Bing, 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 and trapped. Is that cool? It's kind of cool, guys. We trapped a piece, folks. I Can Play Don't Speak on Drums. It's a solid track. Dude, that whole album. That whole album. That band just played so well together. When I think of great bands, Will Anthony, welcome. I think of immediately, as much as songwriting, even more so, because we're saying band. So great band or bands. Now, do we just take? I think we do. Great bands. I think of the band members. I immediately, when I hear that, I think of musicians. I think of musicians. You know what I'm saying? And how they play together and what it sounds like with the music. I'm not even thinking about the vocals. Hardly at all. I'm thinking about the band, the guys. Not just the guys. Oh my God! I want a piece and I'm losing! And I have to come back this way too. I'm not losing. I still have the bishop pair. Right. Okay, I think we want to open up the bishops. This is protected. And so that's why I immediately go to No Doubt. Yes, overall, like music song catalog and stuff. You know, someone like the Beatles or the Eagles or the whatever, right? There's a lot of stuff. I think, do we bring the rook? I feel like this is the move, believe it or not. I'm doing it. It feels weird, guys. I saw the Ring Around the Rosie trap on the bishop and completely failed on the fork. The skewer. You distracted me with music. Oldest trick in the book. Guns N' Roses. Guns N' Roses. Steve Miller Band. Great band. I said No Doubt. It's the first thing that came to mind. Not because... The first thing that came to mind because of... Yeah, the rooks are coming, guys. Do we shove? Check, check. Threatens to win a piece. So I think we must take L7th Ranko. Attacking. Like I said, give me some grace on this. Because it's probably a pretty controversial opinion, because I understand the gravity of the Eagles. I understand the gravity of the Beatles. Ladies and gentlemen. But the first thing that comes to my mind, was No Doubt. Crazy as it sounds, guys. This covers the square too, then I come up. This hits the rook and kind of, and he can't really. He could check, and then he could come over here. So, and I think this is a blunder. So maybe stop that. Bring the bishop a little closer. I don't know what to do. So that's just that was the first thing, because I'm thinking band. I'm thinking that bass player and that drummer, and that guitar and that sound, and the Tragic Kingdom album, and it just hits hard for me. Right. Whoa. Do we just come back? I'm going to come back because I feel like things aren't correct. Okay, there's no check. There's a check here. So if I come back, I could play a check. There's no check, but there's a check here. I could improve this. But then he can come here, but is that really a problem? It could be. So maybe just go full defensive mode. That would be check. It's not mate, but it doesn't work. So he seems to be doing very well, Rakim. Okay, maybe king over here? There's so much beauty to this bishop holding this square. This is why the bishops are so strong. He can't take the second rank here, and he can't even come over here and come up because I'm controlling this square. I'm just calming down. I'm calming down. Okay, he attacks my pawn. I can defend it. He could play a rook check. I can defend it this way. He goes back. Can I counter attack something that's worth something? He's really not threatening it though because I have this. You know what I'm saying? So, but there's so many tactics here I could lose. I could lose this. Rook back. Gives him a check. Checks me off my bishop. I lose my bishop. That's a blunder. Oh, just do this. Just say what? Just say what? And I think e5 is the move to get this bishop into the game, because this bishop wants to play chess. It doesn't want to be a big pawn. And he's up 4 minutes on the clock, shutting off chat. Didn't see any moves. If I did, I don't use them. Not a big fat cheater, guys. But the problem is, if I see a move and I go, oh man, then I'll have to, what's the word? I'll have to not play that move. Okay. Yeah. I think the rooks can be annoying, but I think I can just always get more time to do stuff for activities. You know what I'm saying? The rook comes. Do I save the pawn? Or do I come... I just take this one and give him a passer? I don't think I do. I think we're winning, so just win. This pawn comes here. We come back. Okay, he attacks my pawn. I'm going to defend it. Oh, I could have played bishop back! I didn't see it! He didn't see it either, guys, because he left it again. We got to pick up some time. He wants to play this so bad, but you can't. It's rook, bishop, capture. Okay, that's probably a move. He resigned. Oh, because he's dropped his rook. Wow, Rakim, what a game. That was crazy. What games are still up, folks? This is last game of the round. Hitting the bio. You guys can check it out. Be right back. Hey, my Windows update is done updating. Oh, I can bring my chat back, right, guys? What happened? What happened in chat while I was gone, guys? Dude, Rakim, good game. We both blundered so much, man. At least I had a bunch of misses. Queen is great. That's a probably a better answer than No Doubt. Dire Straits is a great answer. Pink Floyd, probably better answer than No Doubt. All the Eagles are great bands. To me, the thing about the Eagles is great songs, great vocals, great band, but I don't think about the players. I'm not saying they were milquetoast or they weren't great or something. I am saying that I think about a band. I'm thinking about the band. I'm thinking about the bass player and the drummer and the playing. And I think about No Doubt. That's my first answer. Dave Joyce, you're pretty close. The pressure got him. He was playing well. He was playing well, Greg. You got to play by 1,500. Not sure how I feel. Yeah, well, it's unrated, and the way we do it in chat, Tom, is just report him. I'll tell you this. This is the first unrated tournament we've ever done. We always do rated. But like I said, I'm doing a challenge to get to 1,700 rapid, and then I'm probably just going to go to 1,800 after that because... And I don't want to for that exact reason, right? But it doesn't mean he cheated, and we are very careful in chat not to become Kramnik. And so report him. And I'll tell you this, Tom, I did research beforehand. And what I did was I asked ChatGPT, and no, you should go for the pawn. I mean, everything wins, but and they said ChatGPT, and I had the extended thinking. Okay, I pay extra money for it because it's a write-off because I'm a streamer. And in its research, it said fair play applies to all games played on the platform PvP. Doesn't count for bots, doesn't count for puzzles, doesn't count for this or that, or a lot of stuff. But they said unrated games, it says all games where a person plays another person. It didn't say only rated games. And I said, okay, I feel pretty confident that, because I was, it was like, well, yeah, it looks like this, but just don't worry about it. And I was like, well, I'm worried about cheaters coming because it's unrated, because if they don't check unrated games, then I don't want the cheaters to come to the tournament more than they normally would, right? Because you're going to get that on chess.com, man. You get that anywhere. Okay. So I understand the feeling, but like I said, we can make it a witch hunt. But that's what we don't do here at Charlie Sardo Gaming. We try not to witch hunt, because then the whole stream will turn into a witch hunt. Yeah, that's probably a good move. 1591. Zaharino, I know this guy. So just the rules here for our tournament and the stream are: if someone does something shady that you believe, just report them. Just report them. It's chess.com. It's unrated, so you didn't lose any rating points. It's an incredible waste of time. We had a guy in our very first tournament, this guy Basim. He was rated like 1,500, 1,600. He won every game, including completely outplaying FIDE Master David Bassett. He did. He did. He beat me. I think he beat me. And I know he beat FIDE Master David Bassett, and he won the first tournament. And 2 days later, he got banned. Yeah, maybe a day later. It was quick. Our first tournament ever. And the biggest loss there is, I feel bad for FIDE Master David Bassett, who had to sit there and spend all his time wasting his time against a cheater that was using Stockfish. It's rude, you know? So, but that's the nature of... Wow, okay, I guess we can do this. I think he gets E5, though. E5, 95, takes 6. Oh, this isn't open yet. So I don't have this move yet. Okay, maybe pinning? Pin, bishop D2. Maybe we just develop then? This is crucial. D5, E5. Knight. Doesn't work. Takes, bishop takes. I can get a check. Is this the move? Or is this the move? Maybe this is the move. It feels weird, guys, but it might be the maneuver. I'm doing it. Does it lose? Perhaps I just played badly. Yeah, right. Got you, Tom. I know the feeling, man. I know the feeling, but understand. Imagine having a stream to where that was probably a really good move. Do I play this now? Now he just has takes, though. No, we bring pieces. We bring pieces. I think this rook stays here for now. The queen can come to this square. Taking care of it here. I have to move, guys. It's in the rules. Yeah, and then if every time and then we pull the game up, then we start looking at it and we have opinions and it's a real person. Okay, it's not a pin though. So here G4 and knight F4, bishop takes, pawn takes. I have check here, doesn't do anything. I have a check here now, doesn't do anything. He played rook B1, very, very smart. Very, very strong. That's probably a really good move. This seems like the wrong move. Counting on knight F4, counting on sacking a pawn and lifting a rook. You know what I'm saying? This just seems like it's not Grandmaster. But coming back cuts off, and there's a square, but he could just play B4, you know what I'm saying? So I think I'm going to do this. Yeah, we got to trust the system. It's all we can do. I'll tell you this, Tom. We had a guy... This clamping. Whoa. Clearance move. Very strong chess player, guys. Okay. It might be F6. Do you know that? It might be F6, not this. But I feel like I'm being crushed. F6. There's bishop checks and queen checks. Not digging those. I'm going to play H6. Who's the guy? There was a guy that was playing our tournaments. Oh, don't say the guy's name. We don't want, like I said, we don't cast any aspersions in our chat. If we think someone's cheating, just report him. Just report him. It'll catch up. We had a guy that I knew for a fact was cheating in our tournaments, and it took a long time for them to catch him. Right? Okay. Now I can play... I can't play this yet. I kind of want to do this. And then this. We're playing chess, guys. I'm just trying to play chess. Can a guy play chess? My bishop can't. And dude, I'm telling you, this guy was in my humble, and I never said anything about it. I talked about it to other people off stream. I talked about it to some titled players, if you will. And we determined the best thing to do was, we probably did a couple of unrated tournaments. What I would do is, I'd look at his rating, and if it was, 1,600, I'd say, hey, we're going to have a under 1550 tournament today. And I'd just price him out of the tournament. And then he kind of went away, and then he kind of came back, but when he came back, he wasn't cheating anymore. It's really weird. Right? Okay, I feel like this is a move. This comes with tempo, so just play it. Wait, though. Wait. This could be a thing. The queen would come here, hitting. It's probably going to come there anyway. The queen is covering. So I'm going to hit the queen. Is this better and just wait? This might be better. I'm going to do it. I don't think I would have had time for this. Manunu. Don't cheat. Cheating is for cheaters. Another L for me. Live and learn. Branson, right? You had to make dinner for the chickadees, but I'm back on the stream. Bill Stevens, welcome back. Chima always be in chess. Unfortunately, you got to do your own thing and report them. That's right. That's all you can do. And we have to trust the system. And we have to know sometimes the system doesn't catch up right away. You know what I'm saying? Like it didn't with this guy, but literally it was years. It was years after I know he was cheating in the tournament. I mean, in my heart, I knew. I never said anything in chat. Okay, the knight wants to come to this square. It's a square. Is that square going to take care of it here? I think we do this. Knight comes, I have to go rook a7's the problem. Bishop takes, rook takes. My rook's a little out of play. Well, you know what's funny? His knight's out of play too. You're like, I mean, it has an outpost to nowhere. It's like a bridge to nowhere, folks. I think it's important to get rid of this. I'm going to do it. I'm just going to get rid of it, guys. I'm taking care of it, Hair. I was so happy when I saw that guy get banned eventually, but I would, I knew he was cheating, and so I would play a, and he was hundreds of points lower than me, and I would play a hippopotamus, and I would just develop the hippopotamus, and then I just move my king back and forth, and he would take a little bit of time, and I'd beat him on time, and if I didn't do that, he would just beat me. It was clear. It was clear. Now, if knight bishop takes, I want a piece. So this doesn't even work anymore. Knight, I just take. Yeah, so he's definitely going to play bishop takes, rook takes. Then the knight comes, my rook's in a weird spot, but the rook can come here. Or this can come with tempo. Oh, and then the rook will have to come here and here. Right? Like I said, the knight, the bonus of the knight is that it is kind of tangling up my malarkey. I don't know if that was the best move. The queen comes to get a passer. Okay. Takes, check does nothing. He's attacking my queen. I can just defend my queen. Right? In a weird way, in a weird passive kind of way. I think we can go after the pawn, but it's going to be a passer. The knight here could defend. Like, this could be an idea. Dropping this pawn, so that doesn't work. So I'm going to come back. You're always thinking, learn to enjoy losing while playing chess. It's a move. I play good in opening, but effed up in the mid game. Give some tips. Study chess, man. You know what I did today, guys? Lessons on chess.com. Now, okay, I have unlimited lessons. I do. But wow. Wow. That is a horrifying move to see, folks. Like, what? What? He brings the king into a check. Here? This is a move, right? I see a way for me to lose. I see a way for me to lose. I'm trying to control that way for me to lose right now. Okay, now do we just take the thing? I think we do. Attack the pawn and let him in. I don't think is a move. I could move the king. Takes, and I'd be here. Or I could take, and come here, and it's about the same, but I have options. So I think I do this. Now I have option to go to here or here. Big deal? I don't think so. Right. Okay. It's a doubled pawn, guys. I think I have to take. And then do I come back? The knight comes with the threat. There's a check. Doesn't do anything. Maybe go forward. Push the M. Push M. This is probably a really good move. Kind of lets him in, though. And then if I come up, he could start coming in. No, he can't. He can't. The thing about this move is it gives him no checks, right? Here, king, then we can just start going, I think. Knight check. I think I can just attack it. And it can come here. Do we just see the end? Is it that brutal? Oh no, knight check. I can come here. Might have a draw or something. I'm gonna shut chat off again. Whoa. Plays check. Now, if... Oh, I could come... If I come here, check, I gotta come back. If I come to this square, he has no checks. Okay. Now, bring the king. It's like he played that so quick, I have to look. I'm looking as much as I can, guys, but it's really hard to look. He comes. Okay. We have to go. I mean, we don't have to, but we're going. The bishop is doing work. I don't think I lose this, except for a blunder. Knight checks. If I come here, he has no checks. The knight comes back. Improve the bishop. How? If I come here, he just comes back. Yeah. Attacking my pawn. I think I have this. Did I have bishop takes knight back there, guys? If I did, I missed the win. I did. I had bishop takes winning. I didn't see it. I didn't see it. I had my win. I had my win. Wow. I had my win, guys. I think that was a win. Bishop takes knight was a win. I'm low on time. Zyrino's playing a really good game. Now, if I go here... You come here. And then I think I can win the knight, but he has a passer. If I take... I have a bad feeling I should just take the draw. Do you know that? I really do. I have a bad... I'm down 2 minutes. I'm down 2 minutes. This just shows this is a real game, guys. Because he play... I mean, I never ever... Zyrino's been around for a long time. This was just a well-played game, but he made a mistake I could have taken. And then I think I win. I think that wins. Yeah, you know what? Do we accept the draw? He offered me a draw. Doesn't he have to, like, make a move? Or something? I have this move. What about this move? Oh, it's his move. Yeah, I think you have to move, man. You have to move. Should I, like, decline it? I mean, his time was burning down that whole time. I think you can offer the draw and make a move. I know now I played bishop here, right? I just saw a way to win. It's probably going to lose me the game, but I feel like I saw a way to win. And so we got to try it. Or at least to play for a win. But I think this is, yeah. He burned a bunch of his time offering me that draw, but I think he can make a draw and make a move, right? Where's that water? I think my coffee's getting cold. He attacks my pawn. So I'm going to come here. I have to move. Does that dominate the night? It might dominate the night, folks. Now you can't leave. You like that, Daniel? Now you can't leave. Right? I feel like I want to play this out, man. I feel like I'm supposed to. I might lose because of it, but my bishop can move anytime it wants to. I almost could come here and let him push. And I think I'm still better, but I think we take. Because he has no knight moves, guys. And he has to give ground. He keeps offering me a draw. No, I'm wanting to play it out, man. Okay. Ah, he's going to get in, though. Gets the knight out. If he wants it out. Oh, wow. Yeah. Zarino, forgive me because I really thought there may have been something there and I had to look at it. I had to try. Ooh, Disguised Teriyaki's in, guys. 2,400? Disguised Teriyaki's 2,400 now, guys. Wow. Have we seen him 2,400? Maybe we did last time. Lilith, good luck to you, Lilith. Play well. Good game, Zahirino. The knight comes. Is this a move? No, this is a move. Did I have it last move? I did. Oh, then he can play d5, though. Okay. Let's consider all options. This could be the move. He has d5, though. Just castles. I kind of did something my chess coach taught me a long time ago. And that was, if you think you have an advantage, you should play for it. And I was feeling draws. But I felt like I thought I saw a win for me, but it wasn't there. He defended very, very well, guys. Okay, this is critical, I think, already. This is the move. Hit the queen. I think I'm winning. Am I winning? I might be winning here, guys. As crazy as it sounds. Or maybe just clearly better. I gotta hit the pile. Okay. I know it's crucial time off the clock, guys. But so I can check. Or can I do something else? I could come back and the trades favor me. Or I can play the check and he can't castle. This must be better. Does this trick work? No, it doesn't. Knight check feels good, but there's pressure here, guys. And it's an open file. So this might just be better. Was it already there? It was. He's not gonna, the thing is, he's not gonna take. He'll castle, so I guess we're doing this. And then we're gonna take the weaker king, get rid of the monster if he wants to, and then we're gonna open him up. Okay, the knight's fine. Do I play bishop back? Maybe, or just f3 and g4? f4? f4 and f5. I think f4 and f5 is the attack, folks. He's in effect down a rook. Well, he's in effect down... I mean, they don't play yet. This one's just kind of out of the game. It's going to take a lot of time to come over here to my home. This is covered. Takes. It's not covered. So I might play h3 and g4. Takes, lets his rook out. Can't do that. Even though I get the file, the bishop covers crucial squares. It's very difficult to checkmate in such scenarii. So, do we bring a rook? To play f5? f5, knight e5 hits the bishop. It could be a scenario, guys. It could be a real scenario. I think I'm clearly better. I just got to figure out the best moves. f4 might not have been the best move because for some reason I was thinking I could play f5, and right now I just can't play it that quick. Yeah, I don't know about this, man. I might need a trick. On the, although, let me see. Oh yeah, that's protected, man. It's protected. f5 might be worth it just to open them up. You know what I'm saying? But in this rook, I think it's this rook. And then we shove. And we play chess. Do you guys like to play chess? My name is Charlie. I play guitar. I play chess. I play Elden Ring After Dark and other games. Takes. Okay, now, if pawn takes, keeps a knight out. He has a check. I come over. And then he tries to attack me. If queen takes, pawn takes, I've got the weakness on the Facebook dropped. Facebook! Always know I'm on Twitch and YouTube. I think my internet might have blinked. And it completely shuts off Facebook, but the other platforms are okay. Let's just play. Yeah. Sorry about that. And you know what I have ideas of? Moving my queen to an attacking square and bishop back. And between this bishop and this bishop, even if he shoves pawns, I can shove pawns. I think I'm okay. And then also when this bishop comes back to here, it could probably find life. Guys, if you're ever watching on Facebook, remember, Facebook is very finicky. Plays b5. And if I take, you can bring a rook. So... just come back, I guess? Dude, he sees these moves so fast! Maybe here? What if he attacks? Takes? It's pretty tactical, guys, but this is an idea. He hits my queen. I take, takes, I get a pawn. Queens come off. One thing that's kind of an idea is getting rid of this thing. This is an idea too. Give it up. Give it up. Hit the rook. This bishop is, what's it doing? What's it threatening to take? This is pretty forcing. It blocks. I could hit the queen. I could hit the queen. And then it has to go here. I could play knight takes and queen takes. But he's going to take and threaten mate. Knight takes, pawn takes hits a rook. This might be the move to hit this square, hair. Takes, and then queen takes his, well, yeah, if his rook takes, then queen takes, and his rook can come over. I feel like I have plenty of squares here. I should do anything other than lose on time, guys, but I'm just not willing to. And this is bad. Why? Did I already look at this? Maybe like F3? I don't know. It's smart. There might have been some tactics there, guys. But I don't know. And I'm going to shut chat off again. I'm not looking at it, but I don't want it to distract me. It's so funny. His king can't castle. And his king is probably safer than mine right now. Although, I have all these options of getting the bishop pair. Also, this rook is out of play. You know what I'm saying? So, it's very difficult. Queen, I play takes, rook takes. Yep, I think we just go here. I think we just go, we just catch up, guys. We just got to catch up. The king comes. Do we make him regret his life choices? Or do we just bring another rook? I think it's a rook. Rook first, life choices later. Bring the last piece, guys. Has to be the best move, right? Then life choices next. How come he doesn't... How come we don't get to attack his life choices? Guys, we got to make him question all life choices. I saw this move. I saw this move. Doesn't mean I'm okay, but it does mean I saw these moves. I'm looking at this square. I'm looking at gutting them. I'm looking at gutting them, guys. With bishops and rooks. That'd be crazy if he could cat. Can he still cat? No, he can't still castle. He moved his king. Oh my goodness. He's up on the clock. What do you do? What do you do? Yeah, I looked at this move. Take a pawn. Leave a penny, take a penny. Like the guy in The Simpsons says. Always leave a penny, take a penny, folks. This comes with check, or does it come with rook? It's so hard to say. I think it coming with rook is probably fine. Checking is more forcing, but there's no closure. Brings the knight back. I can't take. So we're going to go here and go for the pressure. Well, can I come here? He gets a fork. Pinning. And then hitting. Might be alright. Might be alright. Because the thing about this too is this. The king leaves the Amigo's fortress. Now just takes. Oh, he's on my rook. He's on my rook. He's on my rook! I didn't see it. I didn't see he was on my rook, guys. Okay. Threatening. Either way, this is a great game, Lilith. Whatever happens, you're an amazing chess enthusiast. Might be okay. Might be okay, guys. The bishops are wide open. I kind of want to keep them. So they might be worth it to, like, not trade to do this pin stuff and just, like, just improve the bishops. You know what I'm saying? But he has a real problem here already. He could try and force a pair of rooks off. Brings the knight. Forking. Yeah, I looked at that, and then I came up with this. Or do we just take this? Is he threatening anything? He's threatening my bishop. So we pin. And then we can defend if we need to. Didn't actually see it. But I'm low on time. I might actually need to play here if I have a chance. I can't. Okay. Well, I will come here now. This is more points, right? Okay. Wow. I see a plan, but it doesn't work. Pushing the pawn and then running the king back here to trap the bishop, but I just play rook over. And then if the king comes, we play bishop takes. But that's a plan that could almost work. You know what I mean? In a bullet game, it might work. He could have come here and here and just keep hitting my bishop. But no, my bishop gets away. It's a little bit cut off, but we're just going to improve. And everything will win. I could literally probably... yeah, he resigned. What a game, Lilith. Okay, that game is the game I can't wait to look at tomorrow. What a game. Thank you for the great game, Lilith. Let me catch up with chat. And I cannot wait to look at that game tomorrow. Guys, tomorrow I play viewers. My name's Charlie. I play guitar, I play chess. We play Elden Ring and other games after dark. I've been playing Crimson Desert. Tonight looks like we're probably playing Elden Ring. And I stream chess Monday through Thursday at 3 p.m. Central Standard Time. That's Texas time. Definitely want to get involved. Hit the like button, follow button, subscribe button. Hit all the buttons, guys. Buttons are good. Buttons. Oh, I want to play F4 so bad. Like League Bandovator, real bro, just caught your stream, can't stay long. Yeah. Follow me on Discord. You're banned. I moved over to YouTube, went to feed 2 hungry cats, and the stream dropped on Facebook. It did. Went to feed 2 hungry cats. Yeah, sorry about that, man. What's the move here, man? He's not attacking. He's not threatening anything. This is way too simple. This gives him b5, b4. Bishop d3 defends a pawn. Looking at queen b6. I'm just going to do this. Tired of looking at it. X Bootneck, how do you know it's the best? Best is very, what's the word? It's an absolute term. Best. How do you know it's the best? Magnus Carlsen doesn't talk like that. Nepomniachtchi does not talk like that. So, like, I think maybe Bishop e2 is best. I think maybe you had f4. That's what they say. They don't say f4 was better. F4 was best. They don't say that. Because you don't speak in absolutes in chess because you don't know. Unless you're using Stockfish, in which case, don't use Stockfish in chat, please. Here, queen. Yeah, I think this is fine. Is that a dumb move? Hey, it brings a piece out. It reinforces that central square, guys. Give me a break. How do you know it's best, X Bootneck? I want to know. Because Magnus doesn't say that. Pinning, right? Threatening. Okay, I guess we come here. Or queen d3. Queen d3 is probably a good move. Just gonna play it. You're English. It's a turn of phrase to say it's the preferred choice. But then what do you say for what's best? I appreciate that. I do. And thank you for explaining that to me. But then, like, what do you say? Like, the ultimate move? Like, in my form of English, we have, like, bad, good, better, best. But best is the opposite of the worst. And the worst is the worst. You can't do worse than the worst. Best is you can't do best than the best. It's the best. It's the ultimately strong best, but you don't have to say 3 words. I'm not saying the way you do it is wrong. I'm saying, what do you say for the best then? For my best, meaning there's no better move. What do you use for that word? Because that I've never heard before. And that if that's true, that could explain a lot. That could explain a lot to me. Now, do I want to walk into another Queenside Castle scenario? Can I play pawn takes? And if queen takes, I could play f4. I don't like it. I don't like it yet. I'm not castled yet. This is to entice him. We say it the other way around. Moving your bishop is the best thing to do. You have to say all those words. You have to say the best thing to do. Starting a sentence with best implies safe strategy to employ. Well, no, we say that. We say best practices and stuff like that. And that might not always be as a rule. Or it could be used vaguely too, actually, in my form of English. Right? Like, you know, it's best if you don't talk to him like that. And it could be vague, right? Here's the problem. This is math. This is math. There is a finite answer, or not a finite, but there is a clear answer to this. You know what I'm saying? It's like saying true. 2 + 2 = 4 is true. We know this to be a fact, right? Right? So that's the problem I have with that. Is I don't know if you're saying, you know, it's probably better to do this kind of thing than it is to do that kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? Do I push? Is it bad to push? No, I think I push. You know what I'm saying? I'm not sure. I would need like someone versed in linguistics to explain that to me. Because there is a best move, but you're saying it would. What you mean by when you said defending with the bishop is best? What you really meant was, or what you meant in your version of English, is that it's a best practice. It's a better practice. It's a pretty good. It's a pretty smart thing to do. It's a pretty good thing to do. But not necessarily the ultimate best. Yeah, that's probably a square. It looks good too. So then I just come. Do I come back here? My bishop kind of sucks, bro. If I come back here, I think I'm okay. And then I think I have an idea. I'm just not sure I'm understanding it, that all this is knight c4. Knight c4 can't be mated. You're talking about last game? Your therapist says never speak in absolutes, and I pay her a lot of money. Right, but also never in absolute, so maybe I need a different therapist. Exactly. How long are you playing chess? Do you mean now? See, this guy said, "How long are you playing chess?" I could be like, I could immediately go to my language and say, "Oh, he knows I'm gaming later. How long am I playing chess on this stream?" But I think Saptash is asking, "How long have I been playing chess?" Or no? Do you mean how long am I playing chess? Spoodnik nailed it. Best avoid walking in the road. Right. Right. Got that. Yeah, but you understand that. Okay, so you were even if you were meaning Bishop E2 is not the ultimate stockfish move, it's just a good rule of thumb, very good move to play. What word do you use? You gave like a sentence. That seems weird to me. That you would give a big like a big long sentence to make it clear. You don't have a word for the best. You only have your best only is a general move. Well, only because like I said, we're talking about math here. It's not exactly math, but this is science. This is concrete. At some point or another, it is. Stockfish can see it better than we can, right? Just develops a piece. Wow. I think I take. Okay. And then. I think we control. The C4 square. I had to move, guys. It's in the rules. As much as I hate my life, I had to move. I hate my life and I had to move, folks. There are other moves that Stockfish is going to say when the game's over, like just Rook G1 is a great move. Because even if G6, it controls all these squares. Like every piece controls so many squares right now, right? This Rook does not. And a move like Rook G1 can just be like a really good move. Okay, he comes here defending. Right? Do I play F4? Now he's on this square. This kind of forces this. It doesn't really do much. It does allow this. The knight can come. If takes, I think I'm okay. Just improving the rook. Maybe not Grandmaster. Another idea would have been is to play this move. And then double up on the weakness. Because I think if I play Queen E2, he still can't push, can he? Takes, knight takes, bishop takes, rook takes. No. He can't. He can't. So this is probably the way to do it. Can he get on D5? But then I could maybe come with a pin. I don't see it. My bishop, I feel like, is not running the show, although it's a good bishop. It's a good bishop, guys. This knight is very strong. This could be a good move, too, with a threat. But I don't know if I even want that, because he could just, like, take my pawn, bring the rook. I mean, I have some stuff over here to defend, but I don't know. But a piece is a piece, right? This is a weakness, no, because as soon as he comes up and brings a rook over, this is a problem. We have the same kind of weird thing going, not the same, because the bishop. Yeah, so either way, I don't mean to attack you. I just, when people say a move is best in chess, I'm like, why do you say that? Because back in the day when I was learning chess and I'd be at the chess club, that's what people who thought they knew what they were talking about said, and they were not English. They would say knight f3 is best. And old chess folks kind of talk like that. But they don't, yeah, that's probably not a bad move. Bishop attacks. Bishop attacks. I think I'm going to come here. As pre-programmed. Because I have to move, guys. I have to move. I think we just take it. Right? Now, I can hit... Oh, no, I take this. Oh, then he has bishop f6, which I didn't see. I thought I was getting this pawn and he has bishop f6, guys. Wow. Okay, so let's just then... And he's going to get bishop f6 anyway. Wow, so that was a big mistake. That was a big mistake. Push. He plays d5. Hit the pawn. He has g5. Come here. He's still going to get bishop f6. Wow. Well, I think I'm losing, guys. I think I'm losing. I'm trying to make a plan. Wasn't a good idea. I feel like I was better. We'll definitely be able to learn something from it. Comes. Okay, threatening. So we come here. He could threaten mate. And this feels weird. The knight comes. The knight abandoned a square though, right? There's a threat here. I'm in trouble, guys. I'm in mucho problema. This is too much. Yeah, that was not the move. The queen comes with threats. And if I push, wow. Am I getting mated? I might not be getting mated. You want to play this check? I'm in a lot of trouble, guys. I'm in a lot of trouble. I really got stuck down this file, man. This thing. Very, very good focusing on it, man. If to this square, knight takes, queen takes, I could play queen to this square. So I think we have to do this. Knight takes, queen takes. Oh yeah, I can. I mean, okay, look, I guarantee it loses. I just don't see how. I guarantee it loses. I just don't see how. Repair, hi, how you doing, Repair? Good to see you, man. Welcome to the stream. Welcome, dude. Oh, man. Dude. I'm fighting, guys. I suppose it's natural to revert into how you see the game unfolding. I can understand that you can play different things, but it's knowing what works after is where assertion is known. Yeah, but I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking about that bishop e2 was not the best move. I'm just saying, how do you convey that? Because to me, you said it was the best move, like the only good move, or the best move, like the better than everything else. Wow. Right? Okay, he's going to attack. And I think we're going to come like here and here and just keep the pressure. I'm just talking about what is the language to say best or... Here's better, I think. Okay. I can push. I think I'm going to come here. Right. It's a move. And I think I'm going to just get completely out crushed. I see some threats I didn't see before. Here's bishop, I think, is more attacking than mine. Mine's attacking a pawn, which is kind of annoying. But I'm not sure we understand each other. I know you didn't mean that, ex-Bootneck. I'm asking... Right. But what I'm saying is, but that is what you said. So my question is, oh, if I take... He has rook over, threatening check. But what I'm saying is, how do you then say the best? I guess I have to take it. I might get this pawn. Oh, that's a good move. Come here. I think you might add a6, I'm not sure. I think I might have to get in this way. Utilize the light square scenario, folks. You understand what I'm saying? How then do you say best? If when you say best, you mean it's a good practice, not necessarily best. Yeah, now though, again... Oh, no. Okay. Here... He's on my bishop, so I guess we just move. But I might want this here, you know what I'm saying? So maybe I come back for a tempo. Right, not a bad move. I think I have to do this. This one or this one? This one I think stops more pawns. Yeah, he gets another pawn's a problem. Kind of sucks that happens, but it's okay. And then... I could come here and threaten a pawn. This is the opposite color bishop endgame, folks. You came to see it. Now I want a pawn. And maybe another pawn. And it's still a draw. Oh no, he can run and get this pawn. I didn't see it. I might get this one if I'm lucky. Oh, we can run back over here, I think. I didn't see it. Okay. Passer. Okay. 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 Still have a passer. Still have a passer. I got king position too. Right? There's no checks. I feel like the king goes, but I think the king is fine. I think the king is fine. Okay. He was up a lot of pawns, guys. So he can learn from this game. He can learn from this game because he was winning. He was winning. No. It was probably a draw. And then he let my king in, right? It's like, which way do I do it? This way? It all wins. None of it matters. That was actually a really good game, too. Good game, dude. Oh, man. Why is my game always the last game? I gotta use the... I need the break. Hey, I got Aman Gutpa, rated 2,105 from India. Aman, welcome to my tournament. Play well, my friend. I'm gonna do the best I can to give you a good game. Okay. Do we shove? Is he threatening to push? Takes. Takes rook over. Is my queen trapped? It could be hairy. I think we push. Or I could bring a rook. You know what I'm saying? B5 opens the B file. Oh, he could take this way. Or B4, I mean. B4. Or, yeah. B4. And he'll take that way. But I'm already to the file. But he's capturing toward the center. And this pawn becomes weak. So is he making a weakness? Do I just play something like this? What about this move? Harassing. He could come back. Push. Maybe it was a bad move, guys, but I did it. It was a bad move, but I did it. The queen comes. Good. I brought a piece, and it didn't cost me my life, guys. I might have the bishop, guys. At what cost? Probably not worth it, but I'm taking that bishop. That's my bishop. And my monster will live. My monster will live. My Frankenstein. It will be a Frankenstein because I'm going to have to play a bunch of dumb moves to get it. Oh, wow. Love it. Okay, now. On this side of the board, there's one bishop. We play this move. He's getting d4 no matter what. Do we push here now and attack on the side we're strong? I mean, he has moves like knight g5, instantly attacking the square. You know what I'm saying? Knight here, d4, or just takes in d4. Maybe look at his king and look at coming back. Knight, how do we defend the pawn? I might have to play rook back. I don't really like that. Queen c7. He'll probably bring a rook to the file. That's okay. We're coming back. The queen is here. We're strong. We push. I don't know what to do, guys. I'm pushing on the side of the border. I'm stronger. You're late for the tournament. When's the next one? Every week. Okay. I don't think it's my internet. I am going to be reinstalling OBS at some point. Here he can push. I can hit, but then he can just hit my knight, and I don't have anything. Plus he's on the square. I think we just come back. I think we just come back, guys. I can kick this. I can totally kick this. This is a square. I could take, with that square, I could take care of it here. This is a move, but he's only 20, well, he's 2100. Yeah, he's 2100. That's a little bit scary, Harry. I have takes. Not yet. What about this square? It undevelops my knight. I mean, it unprotects my knight. I think we kick the knight. I think we kick the knight so this rook can play chess and then just come back and say, what's up? Right? Now this could be a move, but again... Bring the rook back. And you know what's killing me? I'm down on time by a lot. He's playing on his increment, guys. He has more than 10 minutes on his clock. Stop playing so strong, Amon. Be nice. No, don't be nice. I want you to crush me. I don't want you to crush me. I want you to lose. But I want you to play your best game of chess. He's taking it pretty lightly. There's just a really big problem in the position, and I could tell you guys what it is, but you might not. Look at this move. He's trying to be like a grandmaster, guys. Okay, the bishop's in the way. If it comes here, it's a problem. I gotta move. I have no choice. I have no choice in the matter. Guys. Hey, Amon, take 1 minute. Give me time to go to the bio. Soak up the position. Is that cheating? Oh, he moved. Next move. Just give me 1 minute. Just 1 minute. Yeah. All right, I'll be right back. It's insane that James can beat 2100s with such ease. I'll be right back. Amon didn't get the memo. Amon had to go. What do you do? Brings the rook. Pushing is dumb. Rerouting could be a maneuver. I feel like my queen is kind of weird here. I feel like it doesn't have a real nice beard. It's really not a funny kind of guy. I also feel like queen here could be a better move. A better square. And I didn't like this because he'll bring a rook, but I mean, I can't be afraid of it. He'll have to bring, he just put a rook there. I have to move. I don't know what to do. I'm going to lose on time. Leaving when you're already down, way down on time seems unwise. Yes, Corby, very clear. I predict Charlie will lose on time. Guys, you know what do you guys know what the alternative was? All right. Bill Stevens. Yeah, brings the rook. Okay. Um... His center is so strong. I'm surprised it didn't roll faster. I mean, this is a move. It just blocks his bishop out more, but his center is so strong. He has 3 center pawns in addition to a supporting pawn. I mean, I guess I have a supporting pawn here, but it's like, no. There's just so much going here. Now you could maybe win a pawn. I think I have to take my queen back. The alternative chess player sacrifices dignity for glory. Autumn Leaf nailed it. Yeah, I mean, dignity, it matters. But, you know, it's hard to put it ahead of... I'm not physically feeling my dignity slipping away every moment. Yeah, he comes there. That's probably a move. That's probably a good move. Now, like, I gotta come back and give space. I guess we'll come here. Probably wasn't best. Because of what I see. Because I thought I might play here, but then he has this move. Just trading. Did he see the pawn finally? He can push. And maybe get this pawn. Yeah, it's a move. I'm going to come here blocking. And there are some ideas. I have F5 too as an idea. To attack the pawn. If he pushes, I can just take it. I can maybe get this rook and pin the pawn and get a pawn. I think he's still better. I think he's still winning. The problem is my bishop is dead. I hear you getting old sucks. Backaches most every year. More every year. I'll tell you, I'm very, very lucky, Autumn Leaf, that I don't have... Okay. I don't see it. I mean, I see this pawn is hanging. Oh my god, did I have a fork? No, I didn't have a fork. I didn't have a fork. I could take... Takes. And maybe have stuff. It's a pawn for a weak pawn. Take the weak pawn. Take the weak pawn. Oh! I didn't realize I had to come all the way back so fast. And I do have to. I do have to. Okay. He gets moves. I got moves. Yeah, I'm lucky. I don't have back pain. I don't have arthritis pain. I don't have, I've been very, very fortunate so far in my life. Very, very fortunate. And I'm very thankful for it, too. People get migraines. I mean, even young kids get migraines. I don't get migraines. I'm so lucky. I'm so lucky. Guys, if you don't have like chronic pain, be thankful. Because there are people that do, and it sucks. It sucks. I have an untangular, guys. He's using his time now, because now he's got to find the win. Yeah, that's probably a good move. Do you know I saw that move? Do you know I saw that move, guys? I saw that move, and I saw this move. It's to stop this, because that's one of my freeing moves. Do I bring the king? I thought I could untangle like this, but I can't. But I'm not pinned. But I can't do anything. I can't get my bishop out. My bishop's in the corner, guys. Baby is 1000% in the corner. If push is bad, improve the bishop, I guess. I mean, he improves his king, but hey. Right? Now, if I push... Now I think I have to bring the king. Rook comes back. I had a better move. It's this move. Give the bishop Oh, wait. I could have saved the bishop. Both of our bishops suck, though. And pawns are even. And both rooks are active. If he saves, I just bring the rook. I bring the bishop. Winning the knight, so he can't... Well, no, but it's not winning. It's not winning. I could do this in F6 or F5 and then king up. Hitting the knight is a good move because this square is loose too, so he can't really defend with that. Oh no, he can defend with that because my bishop's hanging. He can't. He could defend here, I guess. And then bishop, then he gets a check. Probably have to come back. He can't come here because of this. He can come this way, but then I come here and then here maybe. Or back. Check, 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 draw. Okay. Okay. Maybe this move was better than getting the bishop out. Do we get the bishop out and let the rook back in, or do we come back and not let the rook... He's going for it. Now the question is this in this a draw? Rook here. It might be, but this is a weakness we're going to work on. I'm going to come to this square. Probably shouldn't have come to a light square, but it doesn't really matter that much, I don't think. Here. I think he does that. I don't know if that was the move, guys. This could be the draw. He has a check or something. It doesn't do anything. Rook, bishop. My rook is still free to roam. I'm on a pawn. I was going to come back and check if he tries to come in. This could be a draw, guys. Opposite color bishops 2. I have to play good. I won my... I drew my last opposite color bishops endgame. Now, I could have played bishop and taken with check. That would have been better. Wow, this move would have threatened check. He has to come back, and then I get another pawn. He gets a passer, though. So do I do this? I do it now, I think. I'm on. Don't throw the game. I want you to win the game based on your better skills, but, you know, when I begged to go to the restroom, that would have been cool, but it's whatevs. Check. Just move. Now, the question is, do I take and then come here? I think he can check and maybe pin or something. There could be tactics. The thing is, if I can take and then take a pawn, wow. I could play king here. Hit the bishop and the pawn. Takes, rook takes, and he does have a passer. But I have 2 connected passers. I'm going to take it. Does this win? I don't see this tactic, but I guess he has this. No, there's check. I think this wins, right? Bishop back, we play check. The rook has to move, and I'm going to take. I think I'm winning, guys. Now, I'm very low on time against a much higher rated player. So, we're going to have to bear down and probably sack the rook for the knight and the bishop, and the game's over. You know what I'm saying right here? That's our maneuver, guys. That's how we win. Oh, no, 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 no. I'm getting the bishop, not the rook. But I could just come up, defend everything. Well, we'll see. We'll see. This could be a really good pinning down maneuver. Okay, takes. Okay, check, defending. Okay, attacking. Okay. Now. What happened? 11. My internet went out, guys. It came back. I'm on my phone right now. You could observe the game from the tournament, I guess. I'm trying to get some time back. I'm trying to, if I can get to a minute, I'll try and switch back to the computer. I'm still live. I'm almost to a minute, guys. I got 44 seconds. He wants to make me so bad. Guys, I'm so sorry about this. I'd have to close this app and then hope the game comes up over there. $56, one more move and I'm going to try it, guys. For the stream! Because I'm winning. You guys can't believe this, huh? If you guys are watching the tournament, you can go in the tournament and look at the game. I'll be there in a second, guys. Okay. Refresh. We did it, guys. Yeah, you guys are like, what happened? This happened. His king can't move. I'm making a queen. I won, guys. Oh my god, it was horrifying. We have to watch out for stalemates. Right? Okay, his tax. I just come here. And then we just walk it up. We just walk her in, folks. We just walk her in. Right? Guys, we got him. Dude. Dude. No, no. No, he should not resign. He should not resign. He could play as long as he wants. It's an unrated game. It's fun. I won the tournament, including a win over 2100. Amon, thank you for the game, dude. Good game, Amon. Oh my god. You guys want... Dude. Yeah. Got my butt kicked, but it was fun. Derpy. Guys, I don't think it's my internet. I think they're... I feel like it might be something with my computer. So I can reinstall OBS. That's something proactively I can do. Reinstall OBS. For starters. Because it's disconnecting from OBS, which then disconnects from you guys for a second. Then when it came back... But wait. No, maybe it was my computer because it disconnected me from chess.com. And I'll tell you this, guys. I was winning. I went to my phone. I'm like, I pull up my phone real quick. I had 11 seconds on the clock. I had 11 seconds. I had 11 seconds. And then I just had to play it quick. So maybe it was the... internet. I'm gonna have to make a phone call with those people and see what's going on. Because this is, oh, well, I didn't. Okay, I got first place. Thank you, guys. Lilith got second place, and Ratul got third place. And Lilith had higher, what do you call it, than me? Lilith had higher tie breaks than me. Lilith had a rougher run than I did against better players. The Zahirino game was crazy. What a good game. I'm going to learn. I'm on to you in chat, my friend. The goat doc. Nobody puts baby in the corner. Dave Joy says, congratulations to Charlie, Lilith, and Ratul on first, second, and third in today's tournament. Well played, Ratul. Third place at 1350, dude. I'm telling you, Ratul's a beast. Don't sleep on Ratul, man. Are you a member of... Why would you ask that, Mikiev? What kind of question is that? Is that like a... You're bored and you like reactions and stuff? I think I already know the answer. Let me see where we were when it got disconnected. I think it was somewhere around here. And I think... No, I think I can do this. Or, no, well, I did this. But I think here, I still play this. Rook takes, check, and then take a pawn. Which is basically how it went. Now I take and take. And then he lost a piece. Just tactics, guys. Oh yeah, let's see where I lost all my time. Okay, I had 37 seconds, or 40 seconds in this position. 44, 46, 9. Right here, he checked me, and my internet dropped. And so I grabbed from my phone, because it'll switch right to data. And I came down, and according to this one, I had 9 seconds left when I came back. But this is completely winning. I'm up a pawn, and I'm up a piece. You say, yeah, but bishop and rook versus rook is it's really hard to win. Yeah, there's pawns on the board. So he trades, and now it's really easy because I think it is. I don't know. I mean, it ended up being that way because I didn't have any time. I was playing on my phone, and this is what happened until I got to where I was till I had a minute on the clock. And then, once I had a minute on the clock, I took a chance. I swiped chess.com off on my phone, shut it off, hit refresh, and I got back here. Wow. We got disconnected when king moved to e2, forking the rook and bishop. Okay, Bill Stevens. Yeah. Aman, you're not in chat, man. Good game. Let me see if anyone's in chat here. What a tournament. 2400 knows theory. Oh yeah, you got to play Disguised Teriyaki. He is a great friend of the stream, folks. If you are new to the stream, my name's Charlie. I play guitar, I play chess, we play Elden Ring and other games after dark. What? Guys, chess can be scary. I know you're out there saying, I want to get better at chess. I want to beat a 2100 in the tournament. You can do it, but you need the right support system. You need to get with the best community in the world, which we have scientifically found to be the Chess Chillers, which just happen to be here right now. When you get with a community, you can learn, you can support each other, you can build each other up. And then all that fear of being out there and lurking alone and not commenting, liking, subscribing, it goes away and you hear baby noises. But if you don't stay with the community, the scary noises come back. So what you want to do is get involved, hit the like button, follow button, sub button, say hello, join a community. If you say no, I'm a freaking lurker, I'm not typing nothing, that's okay. I made this for you. This is Lurker Love. I love you too. You support the stream by watching. You do. But hit the like button, the sub button, follow button, so you get more of this later. All right, guys? What a great tournament. Wow. Okay, tomorrow I play against viewers, so be here tomorrow, guys. Okay, Twitch, don't go anywhere because we're going to do the bonus game on Twitch, guys, as promised. All right? We're going to do a bonus 3-minute game on Twitch. YouTube, if you want to go to Twitch, Charlie Sardo Gaming, same name, just come over. Otherwise, we'll see you guys tomorrow for chess versus viewers. I'll play you guys 3-minute unrated tomorrow, okay? Goodbye, guys. I freaking love you guys. Okay, but Twitch, stay here. Because we need to raid somebody, guys, because raids are important. Raids matter.